I promise you, I'm speaking from my heart. When you become who you need to become, you keep saying you will start tomorrow. You will start when it's perfect. You will post when you are confident. But tomorrow keeps moving. So does your dreams. If you have ever wondered why you can't seem to start, even when you care deeply about your idea, this episode is for you. Every new entrepreneur feels it. The invisible wall between the intention and the action. In today's episode, we're gonna break that wall down by showing you why procrastination is happening to you and how to turn it into your power. Let's do it. Here is the thing that once you understand, everything changes. Procrastination is not the lack of discipline or being lazy. It's not avoiding the work itself, but avoiding how work makes you feel. I want to start that business idea, but the fear of failure stops me. What if it doesn't work? I want to reach out to the clients. I want to post content, but the fear of the judgment, of the criticism, of the rejection stops me. What people might think about me, what people might say about me. I want to become successful, but the fear of success stops me. What if I can't handle success? What if there is responsibilities there that I can't take? What if I expose myself out there and I find out that I'm not good as I think I am? And because what we do is so personal, every move feels like a reflection of your worth. The emotional pressure leads your brain to protect you, and the only way it knows how is by making you avoid doing that thing. So keep in your mind, procrastination is not the lack of discipline or be lazy or you don't want to success or you don't want success badly enough, but it's your brain doing exactly what it's designed to do. Protect your identity. Think about it right now. Before you have tried, you have so much potential, you have so much amazing ideas, you have dreams, you have goals, but you haven't tried yet. Only if you have time to start doing that thing, only if you have a different circumstances, only if you live in a different country, only if you have a different childhood, only if you have the amount of money to start that thing. But the moment that you actually give it a try, that safety disappears. If you reach out to the client, you could be rejected. If you start that business, you could fail publicly. If you post that content, if you put yourself out there, you could be judged. You could discover that you're not as good as you think you are. That's the identity that your brain is protecting. Because the moment you want to try to change your identity is the moment when your brain doesn't feel you are safe, and creates procrastination to keep you safe, to keep you in your old identity. Because changing your identity is not just risking failure. You risk your whole identity. If you fail, you prove to your worst fear about yourself that it is true. You're not good enough. You don't have what it takes. That thing is not for you. Just stay back and be like anybody else. And if you succeed, you become somebody else, someone who think differently, someone who act differently, someone with more responsibilities, someone who can't hide behind potential anymore, someone who step out there and has responsibility now to protect that success. And that's absolutely a different identity. And every time you think about taking a big action steps, like starting your coaching program, like creating your own courses, putting content outside, selling that thing online, building that website, doing something that you haven't done before. Every time you think about this, to do things different, you making your brain using procrastination to protect the identity that you already have and not allow you to create that new identity that you want to create. Therefore, you feel stuck. You don't feel like you're moving in your life. Your old self has to be died for your new self to be born. And that's what your brain doesn't allow you to do. It sounds like our enemy, right? But what if I told you we can use procrastination for our adventures and we can turn it into our power? It's going to be your breakthrough moments if you focus on what I'm about to share with you in the next minute. Breakthrough moments start when you understand that procrastination is not an enemy, but it's a signal. What if your mind is trying to tell you something important? Every time you procrastinate, your mind is showing you exactly where you need to grow. It's showing you exactly which identity you are protecting. And most importantly, it's showing you what kind of new identity is waiting for you on the other side. Think about right now, what are the things you procrastinate on right now? In your personal life, in your career, in your business? Is it starting that business idea? Maybe your mind is protecting you from failure, which means your new identity is going to be someone who can handle failure, someone who will accept the failure, someone who can see the failure is a part of success. As a matter, it's a big part of success. Without failure, there is no success. That's the identity that is waiting for you behind that procrastination. Is it reaching outside clients? Is it posting content to the world? Maybe your mind is protecting you from rejection, from the judgments, from the criticism, which means your new identity is waiting for you there. Someone who is not afraid to be seen, someone who knows their value, someone who knows they're providing the value in their messages, someone who doesn't mind if people say no to them, if people didn't understand what they do, if they didn't see the value, somebody who is okay if millions of people rejected them because they believe in themselves and they believe in the value they provide for other people. Think about it. Maybe that's the new version that is waiting for you there, and your mind is using procrastination to tell you exactly where you need to grow and where you need to create the new identity. It's a breakthrough moment that if you understand it, if you apply it in your life, if you've been more careful in your life and you listen to yourself more and see where the things is happening, where you can take the action, where the things stopping you. I can't do this. I want to do this, but I can't see when I start that thing. That's where the new identity is waiting for you. I'm going to share with you 4 stages how you can start from one stage to the last stage, which is from noticing the procrastination till you turn it into your adventures and create the new identity. Stage number 1, you need to notice procrastination. You need to be honest with yourself and see where you procrastinate. And that's where the magic starts happening. Notice where you procrastinate. I procrastinate in reaching out to the clients. I procrastinate in creating the content. I procrastinate in creating the offer. I know what offer I want to create. I know what course I want to create. I know it. It's in my head. It's in my paper. I know exactly what I want to create, but it doesn't seem it's happening. I can't start. I can't seem I'm doing better in that thing. Even I want to create that thing. You notice where you procrastinate. The second stage, what is protecting me from? Be specific. Is it protecting me from the failure? Is it protecting me from being outside and reach other people, from being seen? Is it protecting me from success? Is it protecting me from rejection? Name it. Don't be shy with yourself. Be honest with yourself. What is it protecting you from? And the moment you realize, yes, it's protecting me from a failure. I can't do this. I can't do this because I'm afraid of the failure. Just name it. Find what is it protecting you from. So we can go to the stage number 3 is when you choose new identity. And this is where everything starts changing in your life, when you choose the new identity. And in this stage, you need to be more careful because it's not about what you do, but who do you need to become to do that thing. I need to become that person so I can do that thing. If I'm not that person, I will never be able to do that thing. And this is where most people misunderstand. They start taking action on certain things, but it doesn't seem they're doing it right. It doesn't seem they're working on that thing in the way that it's supposed to do. I want to create this thing and I took action, but it doesn't seem I'm doing better. It doesn't seem I'm excited. It doesn't seem I can sit for 3, 4, 5, 6 the whole day doing that thing. It's not because you can't do that thing. You have an amazing talents, energy, power in you that you can do whatever you want. But because you didn't choose the person who you need to become to do that thing, that's why you can't do that thing. I'm someone who can take action despite fear. Yes, I have fear of failure, but I'm someone who can take action. I am afraid to do this, but I am taking the action. I am afraid to reach that client, but I am gonna reach that client. I am afraid that people will think of what people might think about me. I'm still gonna do it. It doesn't matter. I'm still gonna do it. I am the person who is going to do that thing no matter what. Even I have fear, even the fear trying to stop me in the first day, the next weeks, the next month, the next year. I don't mind fear. I can still feel fear and they will do that thing. I'm someone who can handle rejection. I will step outside there and be ready to get rejected. And it doesn't bother me to get rejected. As a matter of fact, I know my values. I know what I'm doing. I know what value I'm providing to this world. I know who I am. If you rejected me, it's absolutely fine for me. If you didn't understand what I'm doing, if you didn't see the value that I do, it's absolutely fine. But I'm not gonna let that rejection stops me, because I am the person who can handle this rejection. I am the person who can handle failure. I don't mind failing at all. I see failure as a feedback. I see a failure as a stepping stone to achieve the greatness. As a matter of fact, if I don't fail, there is something wrong with me. I need to fail to feel I'm doing it right. That's who I am. This is how you build your new identity, by choosing who you want to become. And I promise you from my own experience, when you choose your new identity, when you choose who you need to become, you will start getting amazed how you do the things. I promise you, I'm speaking from my heart, when you become who you need to become to do that thing, you will get surprised how you do the things and how power you have to do the things and how much you love doing that thing. It doesn't mean that things goes right. The things go wrong and it doesn't bother you. You enjoy doing it. You want to do it because you become that person. Work doesn't look work anymore. Whatever you do, you spend hours on that thing. You spend days, weeks, and you fail in it. It doesn't look the way that you want. It doesn't sound the way that you want. And you still doing it because you become that person. You choose that identity. It's who you are. You can't see yourself not doing that thing. You cannot see yourself doing that thing. It becomes part of who you are. That's where the magic happening. That's where you become a different person. That's where your brain cannot defeat you, cannot use procrastination to stop you. But you use that procrastination to learn about where you need to grow, and you become that person to feed that place. You become that person to feed that action. That's how we do it. And that's how I want you to do it. That's how I want you to create new identity and overcome the procrastination, and don't let it stop you from achieving what you want to achieve. The last stage is taking action before you are ready. You don't wait to be ready to take action, but you take action, and that's how you are ready. Not the way around. You don't wait to feel confident to reach out the clients, but you reach the client to feel confident. You don't wait for being the perfect person in front of the camera to make a content. You record the content, you make the content, and you post it out there. And by doing this, you become the perfect person for yourself of how you create the content. It's all the way around. So be willing to take the action before you are ready. The more action you take, the more new identity you bring into the reality. The more you're doing things, the more you action, the more action, the more action, the more you build in you. The more the old self is dying and new self is born. So don't miss this stage by taking the action. Even if it doesn't seem happening, don't let your mind trick you. Even if it doesn't seem you're doing the work, just keep doing it. It doesn't matter. Keep doing the work till one day you're gonna wake up and you see yourself with a new identity. You become who you want to be. Therefore, the action that you take doesn't seem work. It seems something that you want to do. You will enjoy it for a couple of hours in a day, for days, for weeks, for months, for years. It becomes who you are. Are you still with me? I hope this is not too much for you, but this is how we're going to do it. This is the breakthrough moment. Today is the day that if you applied what I shared with you here, you can use procrastination for your adventures and turn it into creating your new identity. If you are still with me till this minute, you have two choices. You are either going to let the procrastination protect you, keeping you in your old identity and live in a safe zone. And in your head, you are great. In your head, you have so much potential. You are a successful entrepreneur. You have amazing business ideas that can change your life, that can change your whole entire family life, that can put a huge impact on the world. In your head, yes, but in reality, no. Or you can use the procrastination for your adventures and use it for yourself to create new identity and become the person who you want to become to achieve what you want to achieve. The choices is yours. I wish I can get in your head and make that choices for you. But I believe in you. I believe you're gonna make the right decision. You are great. You have greatness inside of you. You just need to know how to bring it out and put it on the thing that you choose to do in your life. If your only reason for wanting to become an entrepreneur is to make money or to quit your job, there is a big chance that you might quit when it gets hard. In today's episode, I'm going to share with you the real reasons people become entrepreneurs. The ones that actually keep you going when everything gets hard. Let's do it. The first reason is the freedom to create your own path. Study shows that over 70% of entrepreneurs say that the freedom and autonomy are the top motivations. Entrepreneurs are driven by the desire to create something meaningful on their own terms, not just to escape the work, but to take control over how and why and for whom they work. The reason number two is solving real-world problems. The most successful businesses exist because they solve specific problems. Entrepreneurs don't just sell products. They fill the gap in the market. They found the solution for a problem. They see the problem over there. They see people struggling in certain areas in their lives and they come up with the solution. Like Uber, Airbnb, Facebook, Instagram, those successful companies, they found a solution for what people struggle with in the real life. Therefore, they become successful. So when you solve a problem, you create a value. Therefore, that value comes with income. The reason number three is unlimited growth and potential. In entrepreneurship, the growth is limited only by your skills, your efforts, and your creativity. And this is the beautiful thing about entrepreneurship. There is no limitations. Nobody can put limitations on you except the one that you set up for yourself. You're not going to be taught what skills you need to learn, what efforts you need to put, what responsibilities you have to go for. There is no barrier. In entrepreneurship, you can literally go from nothing to be great in something. You can go with zero skills to be a master of those skills, because nobody is going to tell you what to do and how far you can go. There is no limitations except the one that you set up for yourself. The more value you create, the more opportunities you attract, the more you grow personally and financially. The reason number four is personal development and self-mastery. Entrepreneurship is the fastest way to self-growth. As an entrepreneur, you will be forced to learn leadership, communication, decision-making, emotional intelligence, and the skills that will reshape you as a person and reshape your whole life, not just in a business, but in every area of your life. You're gonna be a different person in your whole life, not just in the business. The reason number 5, control over your time and energy. While entrepreneurs work extra hours, putting it work for a couple of months or years, working extra hard, it doesn't seem to work for them. It doesn't seem they're doing those efforts for a job or for just a work, because they work on what matters to them. They work on the idea, what they believe in. They work about what they love, what they are passionate about, what they believe they can make difference with it. Therefore, it doesn't sound like work. It doesn't seem like those extra hours, those extra days, no days off, no holidays for years. It doesn't seem like a work for them. It seems a sacrifice for making the idea becomes real in the reality. You are not trading your time for money, but you are building an asset that can grow even when you are not working. The reason number 6, financial independence. Entrepreneurship gives you the vehicle to build wealth, not just to earn a paycheck. You don't rely on one source of income, the job, but you can create multiple sources of income by creating different services, products, partnerships, investments. There is so many things you can start building to start having a multiple incomes, which helps you to build financial independence. You can be millionaire by being an entrepreneur, but you don't have to be millionaire to become an entrepreneur. I hope this makes sense for you. Reason number 7, creating impact and legacy. Studies show that over 63% of entrepreneurs says that their main motivation is making a difference in the world. As an entrepreneur, you can make impact on others through the jobs, through the education, through inspiration, and you can create a legacy that can stay behind you even when you're not here anymore. And you can see this in the real world. In 2025, there is so many successful entrepreneurs that they have so much money. If they stop now, they don't have to work anymore. They can live the best life with the best lifestyle they choose. They don't have to worry about money at all for the rest of their life, and their kids, the generation that is coming after them, they don't have to worry about money as well. But they are still doing it. So it's not for the money then, it's just for the legacy, because they believe they want to make a difference in this world by working on the ideas till they see that difference. It's not just for them to just see that difference in the world, but they believe once I will gone, once I'm not here in this life anymore, my idea, the thing that I built, can help people even I'm not around. And that's the legacy. Some people, they have this passion to build something that lasts forever, but some people don't have it. It depends on every entrepreneur. So in entrepreneurship, you have the opportunity to create a big impact and legacy that even when you are not around, people still can benefit from it. The reason number 8, resilience. Entrepreneurs learn to face failure, rejection, uncertainty, and grow stronger. As an entrepreneur, all those problems, all those failure, all those challenges that you face on your journey for building that business or to keep that business from one level to take it to another level, it makes you stronger. It makes you strong, not in the business, but in every aspect of your life. With the way that you live your life, with the way that you communicate with other people, the way that you handle the challenges that is outside your business. Because the problems is not just in your business, they're gonna be problems in your life outside the business. So entrepreneurship helps you to build that self-development and become more stronger. The reason number 9, community and network. When you step into entrepreneurship, you enter the world full of ambitious people and like-minded people. And by the time your network starts expanding by meeting new creators, investors, mentors, coaches, all the people around the world who do different things, but they are just like you, believe in what something that they have, or believe in something that they are building from nothing. And by the time, maybe that network becomes your biggest assets. It's really important that some people have a different networks, that this is their strongest assets in their life, is the people that they know. You have no idea how your life can be changed by the network that you have. You might see yourself, well, I'm just having a few friends, a few people at my work and all that things, but even those few friends that you have, even those people that you network at work or outside work, those people making a huge impact on your life. It's either they're helping you to be a great person, achieve great things, or they are holding you back from achieving what you want. You are already being affected by those people. The question is are they affecting you into becoming a great person, or are they holding you back from being a great and achieve great things? In entrepreneurship, there is a big chance to meet and network with great people, with people who have so much passion just like you. The last reason is the freedom to design your life. Entrepreneurship is a choice. You choose what you want to do in your life. You choose where you live, when you work, and what you stand up for. You don't just accept where you are, what job you have, but you create, you design your own life based on your standards, based on your beliefs, based on what you stand up for. It's not the easiest road, otherwise everybody will go for it, but it's the road that you are in the driver's seat. You are the one who taking control, the leadership of your life, of your future, of your destiny. And this is something beautiful. It's scary. It's full of unknown, it's full of risk, but it is worth it. If you are thinking of becoming an entrepreneur, starting a business, there are certain things you need to do before you start. In today's episode, I'm talking to the people who are thinking of becoming entrepreneurs, who want to start a business. I'm going to share with you some certain things that you must do before you become an entrepreneur. Let's do it. The first thing you need to do before you start a business is save money. You need to save money, my friend. The more money you save, the better. If you are thinking of starting a business and you are still in a job while you travel every 3 months, 6 months to a different country, or even within your country, you're buying a fancy clothes because it's a brand, or you want to impress the people that you hang around with, that you socialize with. You hang around with friends every weekend, you eat outside in restaurants, you take away most of the times, and you want to start a business, right? You need to change this. You need to start saving money. You need to lock in and start saving as much as possible. Because here is the thing, I promise you, once you start that business, once you take that step, you will need every pound in your account. The more money you have, the more time you save, the more you fix more problems, the more the things go quickly and smoothly, and you don't find too much challenges. The less money, the more problems. So start saving from this day if you are planning to have a business. The second thing is build a network before you need it. Network is a crucial. Whatever the business you want to do, you need to take a step and start talking to the people who are doing exactly the same business as the one that you want to do. I know to step outside and start talking to the people about your business, especially with the people who are doing exactly what you want to do, because you think, why those people, they're gonna speak to me, why they gonna tell me stuff, I'm gonna do exactly what they're gonna do. And I got you, I've been thinking in this way as well. Before I start my business, I found it so difficult for me to go outside and talk to the people who are doing exactly the same business that I want to do. But once I step outside and start talking to the people, I was amazed. People, yes, there were some people that they share with you less information. They tell you like, this is a good idea, this is a business, but it is hard, it is stuff like this, but they don't go deeper with you. Everyone is different, but in my experience, a lot of things that I have learned before I start a business, It comes from the people who are already having that business for years. They tell me what to expect, what the things that I should do, what suppliers I need to go and start build a connection with them. All that stuff, if it was just me without connecting or building a network around me, it will be mega difficult for me, and it will make me more not going as fast as I want to be. So you need to be around the people who are doing exactly what you want to do. Opportunities comes from people, clients comes from people, customers comes from people. The more the network you have, the more there is opportunity to get bigger in the business. So start connecting now, start looking for your people. And the beautiful thing is you don't need to be around those people locally. There is internet, there is Instagram, there is Facebook, there is a lot of platforms when you can reach people who are doing exactly what you want to do, and you can talk about that things. The world looks so small with internet, so it's a big chance for you to connect with people around the world who are doing exactly what you want to do. And I promise you there is so many things you can learn when you start network with your people. So go for it. Don't think, why they gonna tell me this stuff? I'm not like them, they are ahead of me, I'm still in the beginning, I will feel embarrassed and all that stuff. That stuff, just turn it off. It's a thought that is playing in your head. It's not gonna help you in any way. Turn it off, step outside, start making connection from today. Understand the lifestyle, not just the idea. It's a beautiful thing that you have an idea about the business that you want to start, but you need to be very specific about what the lifestyle that is comes around the idea, because entrepreneurship is a long night, sacrifices, failure, uncertainty, rejection, decisions. You need to be clear and honest with yourself. Am I ready to take a step and work super hard than any other job that I did in my life? Am I willing to fail? Am I willing to get rejected, to be misunderstood by everyone around me? Am I willing to put it at work and be just me and work and being unknown for years? Am I willing to go through this? And this is the lifestyle you need to create around your idea, because the more you know what to expect, what you have to do in your life, in your 24 hours, based on the idea, based on the business that you want to do, the more you don't get into the points when it gets hard and you give up. And this is where most people, they live in the same circle. They find something exciting and they be like, you know what, that's what I want to do. It seems exciting, I want to do this. And you take a step, you start learning about that business idea, maybe you take the first step, the second step. But once you realize that the things, it's hard, it requires so much work from you, it has to be difficult, you should go and fail, you don't know anything about that business, you have no skills, for example, or you have no network, you still have to go through a lot. You found it difficult and you give up. And you step back and suddenly you see something else and you be like, oh, that's exciting, let's go and try this thing. And you start trying that thing again. And once it gets hard, you give up. And you found yourself for years, I hope it's not for the rest of your life, that you stay into a circle of finding something exciting, start doing it. Once it gets hard, you step back, you give up, and you start looking for something else that looks exciting for you to start again. And you keep living your whole life in that circle between what is exciting and when it gets hard. When you can be really honest and understand, this is gonna be super hard for me, it's gonna be challenging, it's gonna be difficult, but this is the lifestyle, this is the business, this is the idea that I want to do, and I'm willing to create a lifestyle around it. Learn the basic of sales. No sales, no business, right? The early you learn sales, the better. Learn to sell a product even before you have a product. Whatever the thing that you want to start selling as in your business, you don't have to have it to start learning sales. Maybe you can start learning sales before you have it. Maybe you learn it from internet, or you can put yourself in the practice. I'm sure in your house, you have some trainers, you have some jumpers, you have a bike, whatever you have in your house that you don't use anymore. You can take that thing and start selling it. Put pictures of it on internet. Talk to the people that you work with. Hey, I have a trainers, I have a bike that I want to sell. Do you want to have a look and see if that's what you want? You start practicing with the people that you know, and you practice based on the things that you have in your house. There is no harm if you sold it. That's the good thing. If it's not, your life doesn't depend on that thing. But when you quit your job and you start the business, you have to make sales. You have to start having the customers and sell that things to the people. Otherwise, there is no business if there is no sales. So practice early. The more you learn about the sales, the more you practice early, the better. And once you start the business, you will have that skills to learn. You will be more comfortable with telling people about your products, about your prices, about anything about related to your products when it comes to sales. If you can't sell, you can't get the clients, you can't get the customers, you can't grow. The sales is the oxygen. You need to learn it as early as possible before you start that business. Prepare for the death line. There will be a moments when you wanna quit, when everything is falling apart, when everything is not working, when there is no results, there is no progress, there is no moving forward. All what you wanna do is just scream, cry, or disappear. You need to prepare yourself for these moments. Every entrepreneur hates it. It's not just you, it's every person in the business. They go through these moments. So the more you prepare yourself from the beginning for going through this, the better. Don't fear it, but go through it. I've been reading a book called The Hard Thing About the Hard Things by Ben. He is the CEO of a technology company. Basically, he was in a big trouble. Everything in his company was falling apart. He was going to bankrupt, and he was hearing everyone telling him a certain advices. You should do this, we should sell the company, we should hire those people, we should fire those people, we should do this, we should do this. You know, when you have a big company, you have a huge team, and everyone is putting something, giving a certain advice. And I can tell that that person in that moment, all what he wants to do is just disappear somewhere to think by himself. And he said that he knew that nobody is going to take him out of the trouble except himself, because he is the only one who has a complete picture, which is the vision. And that's the death line. When nothing is working, when everything is falling apart, and you keep hearing all the stuff around you, but you stay prepared for it, you stay committed to that thing by being connected to your vision. And it's a great example that you can learn from it. If you stay focused, if you stay connected to your vision and what the big picture, because nobody else can see it except you. You are who have that business. If you stay connected to your vision, there is a big chance that when the death line happens to you, you will survive it. Build discipline first. If you can't be disciplined now, you won't magically be disciplined when you start a business. And the best way to build that discipline is start practicing now. Start having that committed now. Whatever you do in your life, maybe you go to the gym, maybe you are on a diet, maybe you want to eat healthy, maybe you like to wake up at a certain time, maybe you want to have or do some certain tasks every day and you want to stay committed to it. So whatever those things that you do in your life, already you are doing them, start building discipline through that things before you start a business. I go to the gym 3 times, 4 times a week, so I'm gonna be disciplined that I'm going to the gym in those days, in those certain times. It doesn't matter if I feel it or if I don't feel it. It doesn't matter if it's snowing, if it's cold, if it's raining, if it's too hot. I'm gonna do that thing. I want to eat healthy, or I'm gonna be on a diet. I need to quit sugar, for example. So I will be disciplined. I will start practicing that discipline in those certain things that I'm already living in my life. Therefore, when you start building that discipline now, once you start the business, you will be more disciplined in that business, because entrepreneurship requires a lot of consistency. When nobody knows you, when you are unknown, when nobody around, when nobody even know who you are or what you're doing in your life, you need to be consistent in whatever you do. And that discipline, you can build it now on whatever you do in your life. before you start that business. Whether you are starting a business or you are already running one, you are either managing your business or you are leading it. And the difference between the two will decide if your business grows or stays broke. In today's episode, I'm going to share with you the difference between managers and leaders. And by the way, the management side is as important as in the leadership part. The purpose of sharing with you this is to make you realize if you are more being a manager or being more a leader. Let's do it. Managers tell, leaders explain. The managers tell you what to do. I want you to do this and this. When you finish this, can you do this and this and this? And you just do what you've been taught to do. The leaders explain why you do this. I want you to do this because when you do this, we're gonna get this. I want you to improve in this. I want you to do this in this way because we're gonna have this thing in this way. They always explain to you why you're doing that thing in the first place. I want you to focus on this and do these tasks today because if you do this, we're gonna achieve this. We're gonna take ourselves to the next level. We're gonna gain this thing by doing this. And you don't just do the things because you've been told, but because you know exactly what you do in that thing. Managers train, leaders show. The managers train you to do something. Here is the script. Here is how I want you to speak to the customers. Here is how you make the phone calls. Here is how you talk. But the leaders, they show you by example. They lead by example. Come with me, I will show you how to speak to the customers. Come with me to this meeting, I will show you how, and see me how I speak to the team. Come with me and see me how I do this physically, how I do this stuff. So you see them doing that thing in front of you. Instead of just train you what to do, it's more, managers is more about training theory, but the leaders is more about being there and doing exactly that thing in front of that person so they can see you doing it. Managers track numbers, leaders drive the numbers. The managers collect the data, they collect the reports. In this quarter, we did this and this and this, but they don't know what to do next. The leaders, they drive the numbers. In this quarter, in this month, we did this and this, and I believe if we do this, in this way, in the next month, we're gonna gain this. If we do this in a certain ways, we're gonna take ourselves, which can take those numbers to a better place. So I want you to take responsibility of this. I want you to improve with this. I want you to focus on this to drive the numbers to get better. When the managers, they just collect the reports and they tell the numbers. Managers focus on the tasks. Leaders focus on people. Managers focus on to get the work done by the day. And this is something very important. It's necessary in any business to have a managers who get the things done and keep the business running smoothly. But the leaders focus more on the people. By the way, I have seen this person X doing much better in this position. But when we change this person to this position, doesn't seem doing better. So maybe we need to change that person back to that position. This person seems strong in this area. This person seems not creative, not productive in this way. Let's change this person from this place to another place. The leaders are more focusing on putting the people in the right places and see where people they can grow while they are doing their work. Managers rely on authority, leaders influence. People follow because they are forced to. Manager often depends on the title, on the job position to get the things done. People follow the managers because they have to. But the leader doesn't need a title to be respected. A leader influences people through the vision, the trust, the integrity, the connection. And people follow the managers because they have to. But when they follow the leader, because they trust that person, because they believe in that person. And in the business, influence always outperform authority. People can go extra miles. People can do great things for the people who believe in. So it's more important in your business to be more influenced by other people rather than using your title to make people do the things for your business. Managers focus on the short-term results. Leaders focus on the long-term impact. A manager is responsible for today, hitting weekly forecasts, fixing immediate problems, keeping the business running smoothly, fixing anything that comes on the way from day to day. The leaders focus more on the future, where this team is going to be in the 5 years. How can I build a strong team that they can do great things and we achieve great results? What are the possibilities, what the opportunities, what the threats that we need to be prepared for in the future? The leaders are more on focusing on the long term and they see the business in a long way. What's the things that we can do from today to build something great in the future? When the manager thinks in quarters, the leaders think in decades. So here is my question for you. It can be a little bit challenging. Go back and watch this episode and ask yourself, after watching these 6 different points, are you more being a manager or are you more being a leader? Let me know in the comments. And also let me know how you planning to start your business. Is it by managing it or by leading it? Everyone says you need money to start a business, but the truth, most people fail because they wait for money when they can start with no money. Do you actually need money to start? Let's find out together. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where we talk about the real side of entrepreneurship. In today's episode, I'm going to show you how you can start a business with no money. Today is going to be the simple guide for people who are thinking of starting a business, but they are still waiting for the money. I wish I knew this years ago. So here is what I want you to do now. I want you to change your mindset about that you need money to start a business. Money is not the first step to start a business, but it's the value. If you understand this, that to start a business, you don't need money. To start a business, you need to solve a problem. You need to add a value to people. That's what business stand up for. If you understand this, if you start thinking in this way, you are ahead of 80% of people. Most beginners fail because they focus on the capital, the money. I need an office, I need a great equipment, I need a team, I need a smart people to work with me, I need this, I need this, I need this, I need this. And all the things that they focus on, it requires money. And they fail. I have seen it. I've seen people, they start a business and they have a loan, they got a good money, and they start buying a great equipment, making a great design, advertisements, everything was looking fantastic. Because they think that because of the money, I create all the fancy things, therefore my business is gonna be successful. But it didn't, because their business doesn't solve any problem. They never thought about what the problem my business is gonna fix. What's the value? They focus only on the money and make everything look shiny and great, but their business, they couldn't survive. It couldn't survive over a year. And this is what I don't want you to go through. I don't want you to go and spend all that money on business when you are not even fixing a problem or you don't know what the problem is. So the first step is find a simple problem to solve. Look around you what the people are struggling with, what your friend are paying for now, what the gaps that people, they wish they have that things. Go and find that thing, find the problem that people struggle with and come with the solution. If you found the problem, it's a big step for you to go ahead. Find what people are struggling with. It's so simple. Use your brain, look around you, ask people, see where the problem is. And this is where you're gonna stand out in the market, by finding a problem that nobody has a solution for it, and you come up with that solution for that problem. People need social media managers, people need content creators, businesses need people who do marketing for them, people needs who can edit their videos. People struggling in some stuff that they need coaches, they need mentors with them, they need people who can guide them through that struggle, difficulties, or whatever they're going through. There are a lot of people struggle, have problems about something that you cannot come around and use that problem and you solve that problem. And that's where you're going to stand up. That's where you're going to start. And remember this, please. No problem, no business. Write it down. No problem, no business. You need to think in this way all the time. And once you find the problem that you need to solve, you go to the second step is what's the skills I need for this problem. Maybe you already have that skills, or maybe you need to learn that skills. It's not something impossible. You can learn literally everything in this life. Whatever you want to do, just name it and go and learn it. It's not that difficult. You might make it difficult, but it is not difficult. So find the skill that you need to solve that problem. Maybe you are good at writing, you start doing copywriting. Maybe you are good in editing videos, you become a video editor. You can make money through this skill that you have. It depends on the problem that you want to solve. You build the skill to solve that problem. And you're gonna tell me, I need a fancy software to start creating those services for people. You don't need any of that. You don't need it. Everything is for free. You can use a free tools and you can reach the clients and you can make money. You can use ChatGPT, you can use Canva, you can use different platforms, you can use social media to promote your work, you can use social media to reach out to the clients. Literally, there is everything on the internet for free if you know how to use it to get yourself, to get the service, to get the clients, which we're gonna understand later. So you use the skill, you will understand what skills I need, you learn it or you already have it. And after that, after you have that skill, you need to start with service. Service doesn't cost you anything. That's the easy way to start a business, is by starting services. Somebody needs video editor, you come and you do it for them. Somebody needs to write something, you come and you do it for them. Some people are struggling in certain things, you come with that service. Hey, I'm here. You're struggling A, B, C. I'm here to help you in this. I have the solution for what you struggle with. I have the solution for this problem. You already built that skill. You can do it now. You know what you're doing. You have that skill. Therefore, you start. You're already starting now. You're reaching to the people. Money is coming to your pocket. Can you see how you can do it with no money in the beginning? So maybe you become a social media manager. Maybe you become a video editor. Maybe you're gonna become a content creator. Some businesses, they need somebody to create a content for them. Maybe you become a fitness trainer. It depends on the problem that you want to solve, the skill that you build. And to create that service, you don't need to buy expensive software. As I said before, you can have all the tools on internet for free. You can literally build that service from nothing, with spending no money. All what you need is the internet efforts and sit down and use the right strategies, use the right tools for you. You just need to know how to use it. That's all what you need. You don't need money to create a service. And after this, you create a service, you reach out to the clients. And this is where people find it difficult, when it's so simple. You need to reach out to the people. Get your first 3 clients. Speak to the people that you know. Hey, I'm start doing this service. If you're struggling in this and this and this, I can help you with this. Just speak to your friends, to the family members, to the people that you know at work. Those people, they don't need to struggle with that thing, but your friends that you talk with about your services, they might have a conversation with other people that you don't know, and they can bring you those people and become your clients. And this happens all the time. And you can use certain ways to find the clients. You either speak to your friends, to the people around you, tell them about the service you do. There is nothing to be shy or afraid of. I know I know some people, they want to just put in their bio on Facebook or Instagram what they're gonna do, and they start thinking, oh my gosh, my sister gonna read it, or my friends or my coworkers, they're gonna read what I'm gonna do, and therefore they don't start. So don't be like these people. Step outside and start reaching people. You're trying to build a business, my friend. You're trying to make money. Everyone want to make money. Everyone want to have money. Why when it comes to you that you want to do it, you feel shy, or you feel like, oh, people, what they gonna say about me? What they gonna think about me? They're gonna laugh at me because I'm starting from providing those services. I promise you, if you reach to this level, to this step that you start reaching out to the people about your services, you are ahead of 99% of people. Not everyone is going to do this. It's uncomfortable, but you are already there. You can go to Facebook groups based on what you do, based on the services that you create. Find your groups on Facebook. Reach out. Hey, I do this. If you struggle with this, I can help you with this. Let's have a chat. Let's see how I can do for you to help you. If you see some person may write something on that Facebook group, go and write a comment. Hey, I can help you in this. Or send them a direct message. There's no harm in it. You're trying to reach people who have a problems to solve it for them. You're going to make their life better by solving their problems, and you're going to get paid for it. Everyone is winning. You are winning by building the business, by making money, and they are winning by having that value, by solving their problems. They will not struggle with that problem anymore. The other thing you can do to get the client is by promoting your work on social media. Look how many platforms we have on internet. People, they do nothing. They just stand up in front of the camera and they have thousands of views, thousands of likes, thousands of followers. You have something to provide for people. You have something to help for people. Why not sharing it online? Promote your work. It's for free. You don't have to pay anything. Just record it, whatever it is, and share it to the people. Maybe that content that you share, someday gonna reach someone somewhere, and that person comes up to you and be like, I need help in this. I think you are the right person. You understand what I'm going through. You see, life is so simple. We just complicated things because we overthink what's gonna happen, what they're gonna say about me, what they're gonna think about me, what if they think of this and this, when it doesn't matter. Nobody cares. So when you reach out to the clients, you already got your 3 first clients. Congratulations for you. You start making money. Whatever that money that you have now in your pocket, don't spend it. Don't go for dinner. Don't go for for a drink with your friends. Don't go to the pub, to the clubs, whatever. I believe if you start this, you need to give up on that things. This is something else we need to talk about in the future. So don't spend that money. We invest it in whatever you do. Maybe you start learning a new skills, a new high income skills that will give you more money. You can reach more clients and you can provide more services with high price. Or maybe you start investing more in your services to make it more better. You start growing slowly. You know, if you start getting better 1%, it's much better than stick where you are for the rest of your life. And you start growing slowly. You start making money. In 1 month, you have few clients. Some months, maybe you don't have a client, but you keep going. You keep going. It takes time to build that business from scratch. Everybody has to go through this stage. So how can you not go through it if you want to build a business? And once you start making money, you start having more clients, learning more high income skills, you start making money, you start doubling the income that you have through your jobs. Maybe you quit your job and you start going up, going from one level to another level. And at some point you find yourself, I start making 3 to 4 double what I used to have in my job. And you start thinking of scaling your business up. That's where you need more money now. Now you want investors to come in to support your business. Now maybe you get a loan from a bank. I don't advise it. Maybe that's why you need more money to grow more. And this is something else that I'm sure I will speak about in the future in some episodes, about how you can get money, investors to grow your business. I'm sure we're gonna talk about this at some point. And that's how you do it. You start going slowly, but I know what stops you. I know what most people struggle with is you see on social media people living the lifestyle. You see them here. They're having the cars, the lifestyle, all their great things, and you are here. You're still working a job. You have no money. You're still trying to build a business while you're working in full time. or you are university or whatever, but you still have nothing, you sit here and you want to get here, but you want to skip all of this. You want to jump from this level to this level, but you can't jump. That's not how it works. You need to go step by step. So focus on the steps, and literally by the time, if you stay focused, if you stay committed to that thing, you're gonna make it. Sooner or later, it's gonna happen. If it's possible for those people, why it's gonna be impossible for you? They are human just like you. They have a brain. They have what they have. You have. So you can make it as well. So my question for you today: what kind of business do you want to start, and what's holding you back from starting that business? Let me know in the comments. Let me see you. Maybe when you write that comment, somebody else read it and you give them the courage to speak about their thing as well. Let's have a chat. Let's discuss the things in the comments. 2026 can be your best year. Imagine ending 2026 with more focus, more growth, more money, more success than ever before. It is possible, but only under one condition: your habits. Hey guys, in today's episode, I'm going to share with you the 6 powerful habits that successful people use to build their mindset, their life, and their businesses. If you want 2026 to be different, you must become different. Let's do it. Habit number 1, prioritize your health. Here is the thing: if I give you all the success, all the money, all the fame, and I took your health, would you enjoy it? Absolutely not, right? So this is the reason why the first priority in 2026 should be your health. You must be careful and be obsessed with becoming healthy in this year. And for 2 reasons. The first one is there is no point for becoming successful, for having that money, for having that fame, when you cannot enjoy it, when you cannot even travel in the holidays, doing crazy things, driving fast cars, going on hiking, swimming, doing all those activities that give you the reward for all your hard work and the journey that you want building to get yourself to become successful. There is no point if you're gonna get there having that money, having that success, and you are not healthy. So there is no point from the first place to become successful. You need to be healthy to enjoy your success. Imagine you are successful, you having money, you have a lovely family, you have a child, and you can't do activities with your child. You can't run with your child. You can't get down to pick up your kid. You can't do all those activities with the family because you are not healthy. How that sounds? It sounds awful, isn't it? So if you don't want to be healthy for yourself, just be healthy for the people that you love. They deserve it. They deserve you to be healthy around them so they can enjoy their life with you. The other reason is execution. If you are not healthy, you can't do the work. Health gives you more energy. You need to work 14, 18 hours a day on your business, or you work full time in a job and you come home and you have to work on your side hustle. And all these actions that you need to take, it requires energy. And if you're not healthy, you're not gonna have that energy. Therefore, you cannot take actions. You cannot go from 20% to 60% to 80% to 120%. You will get stuck because you don't have energy to do the work. Productivity, getting the things done, taking action requires help. And if you look around, you're gonna see the most successful entrepreneurs, the people who are success, are in a good shape and in health. And trust me, it's not just by accident. They know what his health is for. They know the value of how being healthy can help you to achieve great things and to enjoy great things as well. So make health is your priority in 2026. Habit number 2, create your environment for greatness. You can't plant a negative seed and expect a positive tree. You can't achieve great goals, make your dreams become reality while you are drawing into negativity, drama, hate, jealousy, and envy. You need to control your environment. It's your time now to control your environment. So the solution is, your environment can be the people that you hang around with, the content you consume every day on social media, the TV, the news, the articles you read. You spend hours on watching videos on social media. Sometimes you feel not as good as you've been before you start watching those videos. Maybe you tell yourself, oh my gosh, this social media is chaos. There is so much things going on. It's affecting your environment. It's pulling you down. So how we can fix this? Start unfollowing people that they don't add value to your life. They don't give you the right information. They don't make you feel better. Unfollow them. And whenever you watch a video that doesn't suit your dreams, your goals, your personal development, click not interested. And this is what I do. I unfollow people all the time. Whenever I see some videos that doesn't help my personal development, doesn't help me to learn something, doesn't add any value to my life, to my business, I press not interested. And I keep doing it all the time. I force algorithm to give me the videos that will help me to become a better person, that will help me to learn something valuable, that will help me in my life, in my business. And you can do the same. Start unfollowing people, clicking not interested on all the videos that has nothing to do with your life, with your dreams, with your goals, with your business. By doing this, 20 days, 30 days, you're gonna start seeing how positive you become, how things you learn. There is so much things you can learn in the short videos. There is so much things you can learn in posts. Whenever you're on social media, your mind is learning things, even you're not noticing it. When you hear something, when you watch something, when you read something, your mind is working, is learning those things. So it's much better to make whatever you watch has something to do with your personal development, with your goals, with your business. Look around you. Are people pushing you to get better, or they are dragging you down into the negativity? If you hang around with people who make excuses, who complain, who don't want to achieve something, who call you you're crazy for trying to achieve these things, you are with the wrong people, and you are slowly becoming one of them. So the solution is you cut those people from your life. Start looking for the people who, whenever you talk to them, whenever you have a conversation with them, they inspire you, they motivate you, they make you want to do more work, they make you somehow believe more in yourself and in the vision that you have. That's the wise people that you should hang around with in 2026. And guess what? If those people are around you, if you can't find those people where you live, you don't have to be around people in the same place. There is internet. Find people who have the same passion as you, who have the same goals, the same dreams, who have crazy dreams and they want to build something crazy from nothing. Find those people. That's the people that you should follow on social media. That's the people that you should send them messages and get to know those people. Marissa said, if you are the smartest person in the room, you are in the wrong room. When you surround yourself with good people, your standards goes high. Your mindset start changing without even noticing. Your conversations start changing. You start seeing things that you don't see before. You start believing in the things that you might not even believe before, just because of those people around you. It's very dangerous when you hang around people who are not pushing you forward, who are not forcing you to get better, to get closer to your dreams and goals. It's dangerous. And 2026 is your year to cut those people off your life. It's so simple. Stop hanging around with those people. Design your environment for success. Put pictures on your place where you work. Put your dream car, put your dream house, put your favorite place that you want to go for holiday, put quotes, put everything that whenever you look at that thing, you get inspired, you get motivated to do the work. If your place dirty, clean it. Always make that space where you work on your dreams clean and motivated. You just look at it and be like, oh, I should go and do that work. You look at that picture and be like, I need to work more. I need to save more money. I need to make more money. That's by going through all these three elements: the content you watch, the people you hang around with, and the space where you work. If you control these things, you're gonna create environment for being a great person by the end of 2026. Go for it from now. Habit number 3, become obsessed with learning. In 2026, I want you to put your head down and start learning. Accept the fact that you're going to be a student for the rest of your life in your entrepreneurship journey. Accept this fact and get excited to learn more. Study other business owners, people who do great things, the people who build a successful business, people who had a successful life. Start studying those people, start analyzing those people, how they did it, how they go from here to here to here. That's what you need to learn. Start learning skills that will add more value to what you do in your life. Start learning sales, communication, psychology of money. There are a lot of things to learn. Every day is an opportunity to learn something so you can earn something. Entrepreneurs who stop learning, stop earning. I like learning new things every day that will make me get a better person, make me get closer to my vision, make me get closer to the people that I want to be around to. That's my goal of learning. I don't just learn things for nothing. I have a goal behind it. And the question that I ask myself all the time is, this thing that I'm going to learn has something to do with my goals, with my dreams, with my personal developments, with my health, with my business? If it's yes, I go forward and learn it. If it's not, I will never spend a second on that thing, because it's just a waste of time for me. I'm so picky when it comes to the things that I learn. If you come and you give me a book to read, I will ask this question. If this book is helping me somehow in my life, I will read it. If it has nothing to do with my life, with my business, I'm not gonna read it, because it will be just a waste of time for me. And that's how I do learning, and it is working for me. I'm learning so many things. I'm still learning, and the more I learn, the more I get excited to get deeper in learning about that stuff that related to my life, to my business. The habit number 4, execute before you overthink. Action creates clarity, overthinking creates chaos. You don't figure out the things by thinking, you start figuring out the things by taking the action. Execution gives you a feedback, gives you a data that you can analyze, you can study and see why you're doing good, why you're not doing good, and based on that feedback, you know what action you need to take in the next step. Some entrepreneurs fail not because they don't have ideas or they don't have the skills, but because they hesitate, they doubt, they overthink, they start creating all those scenarios before they happen. They start seeing all the negative sides. What if this happens? What if this happens? What if this happens? What if I will lose my money? What if I waste my time? What if people told me this? They start overthinking that thing. Therefore, they couldn't start, or they couldn't move forward. They stopped, they gave up. So you got an idea on what you want to do. The first thing that comes in your mind that you should do, take immediately action on that thing. Just take action. It doesn't matter how messy it is. It doesn't matter how bad it is. Just take the action. And when you take the action, the feedback that you're going to get from it, the results, the data, is going to tell you what you should do next. And you're going to start taking action based on the feedback that you get. And you doing it, you're taking action. 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, the thing starts being clear in your head. Yes, this is what I'm going to do. This is where it's going to take me. But if you didn't take the action in the beginning, if you start trying to create everything in your head, you will never do it. Because you're going to create all those scenarios in your head that are not even going to happen. But only the action makes everything clear. Habit number 5, master one skill at a time. Start 2026 with narrowing your focus. You have many goals to achieve, many skills to learn. Don't try to do everything at once. You're going to start a business and you have so many skills you need to learn. You have so many questions you need to find the answers for. And if you try to do everything at once, sales, marketing, content, everything, you try to do everything at once, you're going to get overwhelmed. You're going to see yourself not getting anywhere. You're going to go from nowhere to nowhere. You can't chase 2 rabbits at the same time. This applies to every skill you want to learn. Focus on one skill, master that skill, be comfortable with it, and then move to another one. You might think that if you start learning one skill at a time, you're going to go slow. But believe me, trying to learn everything at once won't take you anywhere. You will stuck in where you are. And you feel yourself overwhelmed doing all the hard work, but there is no result. Because your mind cannot get all the different informations and you act on those informations in the same time. We do better as a human when we focus on one thing. You give all your energy, all your focus, all your clarity to one thing. That's when you go fast. You learn that thing and you go back and you see another thing and you give it all and you go all in one thing. That's the right way. So let me know in a comment, by the way, what kind of skills do you want to learn in 2026? Habit number 6, protect your energy like money. Start treating your energy the same way you treat your money. Valuable, limited, and worth to protect. So how to protect your energy? Avoid every toxic conversation that makes you feel angry or makes you feel stressed or exhausted. Avoid getting pulled into negative conversations that has nothing to do with your growth, with your personal development. Avoid negative people. Not everyone will lift you up. Some people will pull you down to the negativity no matter how positive you are around them. The more you positive want to be around them, the more they want to bring you down to the negativity. You need to be careful with those people. You need to stop hanging around those people. I know it might sound harsh, but you need to stop being around those people. You want to be great. You want to be positive. You have dreams. You have a clear picture. You need to be positive to get there. If you go around people who make you feel negative, who make you feel worth nothing, you can't achieve this, because the people that you hang around with are affecting you in one way or another. So I have a challenge for you that will help you to protect your energy. Bring a paper, put a list of all the people that you know that make you feel better. The people that when you hang around with, when you have a conversation with, when you share information with, they make you feel like you're valuable. They make you feel seen, heard. They're pushing you to get better. Just being around them make you get excited to do the work, get you believe in what you do, and giving you a positive feedback. Hey, you're not getting there, but you are doing the right things. Keep doing. Hey, I watched what you did. You're doing such a great things. The business that you're trying to build, it's worth it. Just keep doing it. I will be your first customer when you create that service. I'll be your first client when you do this. That's the kind of people you need to be around with. So that list, put all those people that they belong to this category. People who are pushing you to be better, who are making you feel you're worth something. And put another list, the dark list, for all the people that you when you get a message from them, when they call you, you look at your phone and you don't want to answer that message, or you don't want to answer that call. That's the people that you need to write on the other list. People who call you only when they need something from you. People, whenever you tell them that stuff, or what they say, are you crazy? Look where you are. Look where you were born. Look who you belong to. You are from the third country. You don't speak multiple languages. Your parents are poor. Come on. Are you crazy? Who you think you are? Those people, you need to write them in that list. And the second step, you give up on those people on the second list. There is no nice way to say it. You don't hang around those people anymore. Avoid their calls, avoid their messages. If you are brave enough, tell them, I will be busy in the next 6 months. I might not see you or talk to you for the next 6 months. I'm super busy. It depends how you want to do it. Or just avoid their calls, their messages, and hopefully those people will understand that you're not available anymore and they give up on trying to get rich to you. That's the only way you can do it. You need to go to 2026 with the list of the people who are helping you to be a better person, who are helping you, pushing you, believing you that you are creating something. And be around those people. Those people bring a good energy that will help you to do more. Imagine if you're trying to build a business and you hang around with other 2 or 3 people who want to build a business. Imagine how the conversation is going to be. Imagine what energy is going to be around when you sit down, guys, together, and you're speaking about the business. You speak about yours. They speak about theirs. It's so different when you sit around those people who complain, who don't want to do anything. except they tell you, well, look around you, what you're trying to do, I don't think it's a great idea. It's hard. I know it's hard because you have some friends, your best friends that you know since you were a kid. You went to the school together and you grew up and you're still best friends. And you don't serve that person doesn't serve you because you were friends since you were kids. You're not kids now anymore. You are adults, you want to build your future. And those people you're not matching with, but you can't give up on that friendship because you were kids, you grew up as a kid. You have to. Thank you guys for investing your time in watching this episode. I believe 2026 is going to be a great year for us. I have that belief, I have that feeling. 2026 is the year of going faster, is the year of achieving great things, is the year of being a better person. I believe in this. Do you believe in this? Let me know in the comments. Take care of yourself, take care of your life, and I will see you in the next time.
Assuming you have an idea and you have a product or service that you want to get out in the marketplace, how do you know you are selling to the right market?
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where we talk about the real side of entrepreneurship. Today's episode is special because it's the first episode of a series that I'm starting called Real Lessons from Real Entrepreneurs. In this series, I will break down the lessons, the strategies, and the mindset from the real entrepreneurs. I will explain them in a simple and practical way to help you in your entrepreneurship journey. In today's episode, we are breaking down download lesson on how to test your business idea before you put it out in the market. Because the last thing you want is to spend your time, your money, your energy on building a product or a service that nobody wants to buy. Let's do it.
So the first question is this: before I enter any marketplace, before I enter into any market, I would ask this first question. Is there pain, sense of urgency, or irrational passion?
People buy only if they feel something strongly enough to take action. And what you need to look for here is not just a logical reasons, but emotional reasons. Pain means that there is a serious problem that frustrates people or waste their time or their money or their peace of mind, and they are looking for solutions and they are willing to pay you for that solution. If they don't feel uncomfortable without your solution, which is your products or your services, they won't pay for it. Sense of urgency means that there is a problem needs to be solved right now, not someday, not let me think about it. For example, if you want to paint your house or your bedroom or your apartment and you are still thinking about it, maybe I will do it next week, maybe I will do it in the next month. But if you have a leaking roof or there is no water, there is no electricity in your house, that means it's an urgency. There is a pain there that you need to fix right now. Another example, if you want to buy an app that will help you to create pictures or photos of your products, of your services, of the contents that you want to share on internet so you can get more customers and this will look more attractive to the clients, and you have a website that turns down, which one is urgent? It's the website, right? Because in the websites, if it's not working, there is no traffic, there is no leads, and there is no sales. So you're gonna go looking for someone to fix your websites right now instead of going and buy the app to create pictures for you. Irrational passion. People buy not because they need that thing, but because they deeply want that thing. They are passionate about that thing. Some people are passionate to buy collections of watches. Some people are passionate to buy Apple products in sports. Some people are passionate to buy golf stuff, gym stuff, football stuff. And those people, they don't have pain. They don't have something urgent. They buy whatever they want to buy just because they are passionate. They have feelings towards that thing.
The second thing that I look for is, are they actively looking for solutions?
People say they like many things, but they only buy what they are searching for right now. So before you put your services or your products in the market, ask yourself, where are all the people looking for? If you go to Google, to YouTube, to Facebook, and you find millions of people are searching for example, how to lose weight fast, how to get clients fast, how to build confidence, how to overcome things, how to overcome this, how to do this. If you find millions of people searching that thing, there is a big chance that you put yourself there, your product, your services, your story out there in front of those people, and there is a big chance that those people will buy from you.
Third, is there a lot of competition?
This depends on what you are selling. And I know you might be thinking that if there is no competition or low competition, it might be a great idea. But it might be a bad idea. There might be no money there. There is no demand. There is no urgency. There is no more traffic there. There is no money going around in that market. And if there is too much competition, then you have a problem on how to send out in the market. Maybe you come from a different angle with a different service, with a different marketing, with different prices, different promises, which is not an easy thing to do.
So those are the three things that I look for whenever I enter into a marketplace. You should spend a lot of time thinking about what market you want to serve instead of spending all your time focusing on the product, the service, whatever it is that you want to sell. That is secondary. The market always comes first. Don't ever forget that.
You have big goals, you watch business videos, you plan your future, but in the end of the day, nothing changes. If you are ambitious but deeply down, you are feeling lazy, this episode might hurt a little, but it will help you. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where the future entrepreneurs learn the reality of entrepreneurship. In today's episode, we are talking about something that a lot of ambitious people experience but rarely admit it. Feeling ambitious but lazy. I got you. You save many videos. You watch a lot of videos about personal developments, about business. You have a business idea. You want to start a business. You want to become an entrepreneur. You have that thing that you want to achieve. So far, so good. But when it's the time to actually do the work, you feel tired, you feel unmotivated, you feel distracted, you don't feel good about yourself. We all experience this. We are all humans go through this. I experienced this for a very long time ago. I want to do good things. I want to have a good life. There was a lot of things that I want to do, but I see no change. Nothing is changing in my life. For a day, for a week, for a month, for a year, I can see the change. I can see myself doing that thing. And the only reason was behind this is because I was not doing the work. So feeling ambitious but lazy has three reasons behind it. The first one is your brain is overstimulated. You keep scrolling, you keep watching videos, you keep spending hours on social media, watching video after video, video after video, and you think you are learning. When you are rewarding your brain, you're entertaining your brain when your brain doesn't do a work. You spend hours watching business videos, you spend hours watching what people say about the business idea you want to start, you spend hours watching marketing lessons and all that stuff. How to get clients, how to find a winning product, how to build a service. You spend hours on watching that stuff. And you close your computer and you go to bed. You go to sleep. Or you do something else because your mind doesn't allow you to do the work. Because you already rewarding your mind, your brain, before it does the work. The reason number two, no clear next step. You can't do the work when everything feels big. There are so many things you want to accomplish. There is so many goals that you set for yourself that you need to achieve. But there is no clear next step of what you need to do. So your mind doesn't function in this way, doesn't allow you to do the work. Your mind shuts down because you give it everything at once with no clear next step for what you need to do. I struggle with this a lot when I have so many goals I want to achieve. I want to become healthy. I want to become wealthy. I want to change my country. I want to have a great career. I want to have more money. I want to make my parents proud of me. I want to be the best version of myself. I want to live my full potential as a human in this planet. But I don't know how to start. I feel everything is too much, everything is overwhelming. Sometimes I'm sitting in my room thinking, when it comes to the way that I feel like my mind is gonna blow up because of thinking about all the things that I want to achieve, all the life that I want to live, that I see to myself, I deserve to live this. Therefore, I go and start watching people living the dream, living the life that I want to live, instead of narrowing my thinking to one thing and think what the next step I need to take to achieve all the things I need to take this step. And when I take this step, what the other next step? Because I didn't have a clear next step. Therefore, I was overwhelmed. I was feeling everything is too much and I'm lost. I'm lost in my vision. I'm lost in the life that I want to create. I don't know where to go. The other reason, hidden fear. Sometimes laziness is just a fear dressed up nicely. You have fear of failing publicly. You are afraid to fail and find out that you're not as good as you think you are. You are not as smart as you think you are. You don't have what it takes right now to do that thing. You are afraid to experience this, to find out that stuff about yourself, that you're not as good as you think you are. You are afraid when you fail, you prove other people right. Your mom, your dad, your family members told you, hey, don't do this. You're risking your life, you're risking your money, you're risking your time. Your friends told you, don't do this, just be like us. Do what we do what we used to do what when we grew up, we seen people doing things. Let's do the same. You are afraid to fail and you prove those people are right. What they told you are true and you fail in front of them. Fear of looking stupid in front of people when you don't know what you are doing, when you haven't even figure it out, when even you don't know what you're doing or you don't know where this is taking you. And you have that fear that people will point fingers on you and tell you are stupid. You don't even know what you're doing in your life. Fear of starting with a mess, making a ton of mistakes, and you are afraid that people will point finger at you and they tell you why you're embarrassing yourself. You do a lot of mistakes. Go and see those people. Those people are perfect. You are making mistakes. You are failing all the time. Everything looks a mess in your life, in your business idea, in whatever you do. And that fear can be the reason that stops you, making you feel lazy even you are ambitious. Ambition without action doesn't appear. It turns into frustration and self-doubt. The only thing that will bring ambition to the real world is by taking the action, by doing the work. And in the next minutes, I'm going to share with you what you need to do to help you to bring the ambitious to the real world and stop feeling lazy. The first thing to do is lower the bar. You are here, but your expectations are here about yourself. You need to put your expectation down to the minimum so you can start. And the reason for this is because you can't start perfect. You can't start doing the things in the right way. You're gonna make a mess. You're gonna make a ton of mistakes. You can't just start with a great product, with selling the best services, with having a big audience. You can't start like this. If you have the expectations here, that's why you're not taking action. That's why you are lazy. That's why you're stuck. If my expectations are high, I wouldn't record this episode. If my expectation is to have a great studio, is to have a great lighting, is to have a great camera, is to speak great in front of the camera, is to have whatever the confidence to be so good in speaking in front of the camera and having a big audience. I have a huge community. I have millions of subscribers, millions of followers. To see this, to record this episode, I wouldn't record it. I wouldn't record any of my episodes in my whole life. I wouldn't even started doing anything. But because my expectation is low, I can do it. I'm doing the work. I'm taking the action. Today, I'm gonna share a positive message with the world. Today, I'm going to help somebody to know how they can do this. Someone somewhere might reach out my video, my episode, and this might help them to overcome that thing or to start doing that thing. That's my expectation. I don't have here expectations, I have it here. Therefore, it allows me to do that work. It allows me to feel like I'm ready to do that work. I'm capable of doing that thing. You want to become an entrepreneur, but your expectations are here. You want to have the best products, the best services, the best content, the best audience, the best money, 15 clients a day. When you are here, when you haven't even just started and your expectations are here, how you can start? You have that ambitions that you want to be here, but you are not here, you're not there yet. You still need to start from here. If I bring my expectations down, that I need to focus on creating the value first. I don't care about the views. I don't care about if people reach me or not. I don't care if people understand me yet, but I'm focusing on creating the value. Even me, I want to find out more about what I want to do. I'm giving my time. I'm giving myself a time to go through the process to know more about what I want to do. If that expectation is here, you're gonna start. And my expectation is just to create a service or just to create a content to help specific people. That's my expectations, not to have 50 clients a day or making 20K a month. That's a high expectation that you will reach it someday. You will get here, but you now in the lowest level. You need to start. So bring that expectation down. You want to be in a good shape. You want to be healthy. But your expectation, okay, I need to be healthy. 2026 is coming. Everyone will have the idea, I need to be healthy, I need to do this, I need to do this. That's a good idea. That's a great to start in 2026. But if you start with a high expectation, I want to become healthy, therefore I need to go to the gym 4 times a week. I need to have a full program. I need to do 20 to 25 minutes cardio before I start carrying heavy weights. I need to follow structures. I need to follow a certain diet. I have a list of what I need to eat. That's a high expectations. And you're just about to start. How can you do it? How can you go to the gym 4 times a week and start doing 20 minutes cardio every session when you haven't been in the gym or you haven't done sports for a year or 2 years or maybe for your whole life? How can you do it? Your expectation is breaking you. Lower the bar. I will start drinking extra water in a day. I will start walking 10 minutes. Instead of going to the supermarket with my car, I will start walking that 10 minutes to the supermarket, get my food and come back. I will start eating eggs in the morning instead of starting having croissants and snacks. You start bringing expectation down when it allows you to take the action. So that's something you need to start with now. That's where you need to start taking the action. The first thing I want you to do, lower the bar. Don't be harsh on yourself. Don't compare yourself with what you see on social media. You are in the first chapter of your life journey. Don't compare it to someone who is on the 3rd or the 4th season in their life journey. The second step, 1 action a day. What the action I need to take today to get closer to my goals, to get closer to my dreams, to get closer to my vision. You hear this all the time. Take 1 action a day, but I really want you to mean it. What action I need to do today, not tomorrow, not this week, not this month, just for today. What action I need to do today? Is it waking up at a certain time? Is it doing a certain task? Is it sending an email? Is it learning 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 1 hour, sit down and learn about that skill? Is it start testing that business idea? Is it start talking to 2 or 3 people about their business idea? What is it just now? I focus only on one action I need to do. And when I start doing that one action a day, I will be able to do 2, 3, 4. And you will start doing 4, 5, 6, 10, 20 actions a day based on your goal, based on your vision. But it starts with one action. Work without feeling ready. Feeling ready is a trap. You will never feel ready. Do it scared. Do it afraid. Do it messy. Do it regardless of how you feel. You talk to the clients even though you are not 100% confident. You sell that product, you create that service, you create the offer even though it's not as good as you want it to be. You create a content, you share your story even though you don't know what to say in front of the camera. If you manage to do the work, even though you don't feel it, even though you are scared, even though you are afraid, you are ready to be successful. You are ready to achieve your goals. Do you think that successful people achieve what they have achieved because they were always ready? Of course not. Nobody was ready. Nobody is ready. But they do the work even though they don't feel it. They don't care about how they feel. They care about doing the work that they are supposed to do. Ambition without action turns into frustration. Don't let that be your story.